Hi, welcome to Kim's Kitchen. We're on location today here at the most incredible place just west of Prittis, Azuridge Estate Hotel in the foothills of Alberta's Rockies. And we have got an action-packed day. We've got food, we've got friends, and we've got an incredible amount of fun and laughter to provide. So I hope you're ready. You're watching Kim's Kitchen on location. Hi, well, we're here at Azuridge Estate Hotel, and we've got lovely Sonja, who has been our incredible hostess with the mostest.
Oh gosh, incredible.
And you know what, we're just really talking about girlfriend regroup, especially right now here in the Calgary market. We're going through a little bit of a challenge, and reconnecting is critical right now. It's not the time to shut people down or step away from our relationships. So, of course, I've got my gorgeous girlfriends here. So Reagan and Sean and Sonja, we're going to just throw some ideas out. And you hosted us last night. So last night was awesome.
So awesome.
So, you know, with us being in your home here at the Azuridge, tell me, what are some of the cool things that you've seen? Because you've really been able to watch people come together and watch that kind of support and fun. Tell me, speak up.
Well, that's what it's all about, is getting people together and making memories, and we can do it on all different types of budgets. So if you're coming in, last week, for example, we had a group of 4 girls who literally did not want to leave their room. They rented movies, and they had food brought up to the room, and they just hung out and in pajamas. They went down to the hot tub for a little bit, came back up, and they didn't leave the room. Oh, there's a hot tub.
Oh, there's a hot tub.
I know, they didn't let us in last week.
We didn't make it to the hot tub. Okay, I'll have to come back.
Had to cut you off.
Yeah. I crawled back to my room last night. So, you know, what are some of the others? You've seen parties, you've seen all sorts of things. Give me some ideas.
We can do big theme parties as well. So we did this amazing Downton Abbey party for a 90th birthday. It was a surprise, and her whole family came. We had our butlers completely dressed up and did the whole service. One was Mr. Carson. He called himself Mr. Carson, and she was just in love. And we had the candelabras on the table. It was very elegant, and the tea, everything from like the china to the drinks, and it was lovely. Yeah, and we did the what's it called?
We did DIY. You did that wreath thing, so mother-daughter kind of thing. You came with your mom.
Yep, so we did a wreath and centerpiece workshop. So that was, we brought someone in, and you could pick which one you wanted to make, and everyone came in. We had some desserts and some drinks. And
that would be fun too, and it was just the day thing, like an
afternoon. It was an evening. So it started around 6, 7, and then you come in, and then you could stay the night. We did, and we did basically what we did last night, but with my mom and her friends.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't do what I did last night with my mom.
Making s'mores.
Yeah, we're just lucky I am upright today.
Not with a lack of effort, you know.
No,
we tried.
No, Tylenol, lots of Tylenol, lots of Tylenol. So, Sean, what are some of the things that you would talk to people and why?
Well, you know, I can tell you personally. So this year, because I never really get to see my girlfriend and I was the maid of honor in her wedding, we made a commitment to each other to have a date once a month. So we just kind of rotate, whether it's going to the movies or whether we're going to spend a night away, or, you know, we're both moms, right? So we're busy. But having that commitment once a month makes sure that my girl time is always fit in.
And mine is, my best friend and I, we run our business together too. So we see each other and talk to each other throughout the entire day, but we have to really work hard at being able to have time for ourselves. We actually do our workout classes together because it's fantastic. You know, we get time together, and then we both like to focus on that. We went to Montreal last year, and it was the most amazing trip. It was a work trip, but it wasn't it? Yeah. No.
Yeah. Going out with Reagan, make sure you're Belmont. No, but so
You are a bad one, aren't you?
the wild one. So you've taken trips then.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You know, when you're in your own home, in your own element, you don't focus on, like I find that even with my own family, is if we're out of our house, we can actually focus on each other, right? So we have a place in Saskatchewan we go to, and it's just such a different level of focusing on each other. It's awesome.
Well, you know, I love cooking for people. That's my favorite thing. I love feeding people. So actually I was informed the other day that it's been 23 days since the last time I cooked for Pam. So yes, yes, you know, it's been 23 days since I've had a hot meal. Pam's my best girlfriend, and yeah. So, But you know what? Speaking of cooking, we're going to go and we're going to start doing the Mom Gourmet Challenge. I want to see if these top chefs in Calgary can do in 60 minutes. We're going to have a meal from the kitchen to the table and see what they can do.
Oh, exciting.
Yes.
Well, you can see we're not in Kim's kitchen today. We're here at lovely Azuridge, and we've got a little something different for you. We are doing a Mom Gourmet Challenge. We're taking some of Alberta's top chefs, and we're challenging them 60 minutes from the kitchen to the table, so Mom can be the gourmet in her own home. When you see this, our 60 minutes is up, and we're ready to eat. All right, so Yoshi, tell me, what are we going to do today?
So today I'm going to make beef Wellington
All right.
and also rack of ram, flavor of curry flavor.
Oh, yum. Yeah, lots and lots of spice. So we're going to start the clock, Jan. All right. And you're on. 60 minutes.
All right.
No pressure.
While Yoshi is tying up the meat, I'm here with the sweetest man at Azuridge. What are we going to make?
We're actually going to make today a few different things, which mostly has to do with presentation. And there is very simple things that you can actually do at home. I'll show you something right now,
Excellent.
which is a regular bubble paper. And all we're going to do is we take a spoon of chocolate, go a little bit like this, left and right on each side, and then we place this in the freezer. And then later on, when we get to the presentation of the plates together, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do with this.
Well, we have seared the meat. It's now cooling,
Yeah.
right? And you're going to next
So now
step.
I'm going to step to the rack of ram. Just rack of ram, just season here. Then I'm going to sear on the grill.
What's next?
I'm gonna show you quick another way of presenting chocolate on a plate. So what I do with the chocolate, I go gently around it, different ways, and then I just let that chill.
Well, the clock is still ticking, so what's next, Yoshi? What are we doing?
I'm going to make mushroom duxelle, which is a wrap. After being seared, the beef tenderloin cool off. Then I'm going to coat it on the top of the beef tenderloin.
For the flavor.
Yeah.
So, okay, awesome.
And I have a glass bowl, and I'm gonna put a little bit of a citrus salad that I made. This one here is a very simple dessert. It's actually grandmother's carrot cake
Awesome. I
with
love
an
carrot
icing,
cake.
with an icing on it. Then I have a garnish for it, which is a candied carrot. Now we're missing something here. Guess what? It's an ice cream.
Cinnamon rum ice cream.
Yeah.
And you made that yourself.
Yes.
Tell me, do we take the string off?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to chop the foie gras.
And then this is what we're going to coat on
Yeah.
the meat before we wrap it.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, now you're wrapping it. Okay, so the crepe is to hold it together and pastry dough. Okay, I'm following you.
That's the egg wash.
Wash, yeah.
Then we're going to wrap, bake in the oven.
All right, so Markus, what's up next?
All right, next we're gonna show you a different kind of presentation
Okay.
that I use on a round plate, and I use two different kind of fruit coulis. So I'm gonna use the raspberry fruit coulis, and I start right in the middle, and I try to concentrate that I keep the line to go outwards. And now I'm going with the black currant. For this one here, I have a chocolate cake. Now for this plate here, I can just use natural berries. This is what happened with the bubble wrap paper. I just peeled it off. Looks almost like a honeycomb. Use a little bit of melted chocolate on here and put my final touch.
All right, we're out of the oven.
Yeah.
So?
Internal temperature is 125, which is medium rare.
We're going to plate this up and you're going to make it just as beautiful. And that's a technical term, plating it up.
We have our third and last plate where we started the presentation with the piped chocolate.
Yes.
And we're gonna fill that with another jelly, and that's where my Canadian version of tiramisu comes in. This is an ice wine infused ricotta cheese.
Okay.
With a Manitoba hazelnut duckwas. It's like a sponge in the middle. The jelly is Alberta wild rosehip. And I'm gonna put a little bit on top here as well.
Okay.
I made like a manuka honey sponge, and I'm gonna place that sponge right in the middle here. I make a tiramisu ice cream, which has the same alcohol in it than you use to make tiramisu.
And all this in 50 minutes or less. Well, we're down to the home stretch.
Yeah.
All right, so show me some great presentation and
So this potato is called pave potatoes. It's a slice of potatoes.
yep.
It is Yukon Gold and yam. Then we serve with demi-glace with like a veal jus reduction.
We were able to do the Wellington in 40 minutes. So an hour, and you just, basically it's planning.
That's it.
Plan your
Yeah.
time. Excellent, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Diva Salon Spa. 7 locations to serve Calgary. divasalonspa.com.
Probably not as old as I am, but you've seen Breakfast at
I've seen it. I love it. I love the movie.
Breakfast at Tiffany's is,
Yeah, it's
this
just
is
really
awesome.
sweet and super girly, really fun.
Excellent. So, Lacey's going to show us how to make these.
Okay, let's get started. So, materials we need. I chose the blue fabric. Really, you can do any color you like, color combination, but I stuck with the Tiffany's thing. So, piece of blue fabric, some felt. We're gonna have the pattern. We'll share this on the blog. And then there's various trims. So I don't get fancy. It's a Sharpie. The seams are gonna be on the inside and you're never gonna see it. I need the eyelids. So we need to
Yep.
cut 4. So because my fabric's doubled, I'll trace it out twice. Just to make it nice and soft. We're also gonna cut one out of felt, and that's gonna be in the middle. A good pair of fabric shears, and then we're just gonna cut out the pieces. So you've got your 2 pieces.
Excellent.
And your 4 eyelids. I will do a quick stitch all the way around the edge of the fabric to the felt. Before I do that, I will pin it. And we're just going to grab our elastic. You can check on your own head, or if you have eye masks that you already like, if they have a perfect length. I found 15 inches works pretty good. And then we're just gonna tack this in now, right along that edge where we just sewed it, just to kind of hold it all together. Then we need to sew our little eyelids together. So with these, I only sew this outside curve, and I leave the bottom open so we can turn it. So the next step is where we need to put eyelashes. So like I pick a length that I like and I just trim them off. Sew them so that they
Have
jut out a little bit.
Well, that's what the original mask was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once our eyelids are on, we can put in our little gemstones. So the next step, that's when we grab that second eye mask piece. And we're gonna make a sandwich that we're gonna turn inside out. Once it's all turned, I'll give a little press just to neaten up the edge. But we have a little hole from where we turned it.
Yes.
We just need to close that up. And this is my favorite part. It's the slower hand stitching. Just a little whip stitch. Next we want this outside trim, right? And then the last part, I chose a really tiny sequin.
Yep.
Very tedious to sew, so our best friend,
Yes.
fabric fuse. And then once you have them both on,
There you go.
a cute little eye mask for sleeping.
Well, we've done all the hard work with Lacey, and I am so honored. I have Melanie Hayden and Karen Judge here. Melanie has done lots of urban girlfriend getaways, so really understands the need for reconnecting and such. And she background as a massage therapist, so understanding the health and well-being of the physical body, and also a health and wellness coach. And Miss Karen Judge, who is a self-proclaimed happiness geek. Her official title is Mind Health Facilitator. I got that right. And happiness coach. You can actually find her at happiermind.com. So these two gals, I figure if anybody can help lead us through setting the pace for this year here in Calgary, reconnecting and finding ways to support our girlfriends. And they're gonna educate me and you. So, you know what? Who wants to start off? Who wants to?
Well, I'd love to.
Awesome. I put the other loud one on the other end. Poor Melanie's monkey in the middle. Wait, I got something.
Well, I love everything that you're talking about here today about girlfriends. And, I always say to my husband, the secret to life is keeping your girlfriends. And of course he says to me, oh, I'll have to keep that in mind. And bless him that he thinks he's funny. But of course I'm not talking about him.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
No. But really, honestly, what we get from our girlfriends, and this is something we talk about, we can't get everything from one person. We're not going to get everything from our partner or from our family. We need a variety. And our girlfriends, what they bring to us in our lives is just so valuable and so special. So I just love what you're talking here today, because it really is a big part of our happiness.
And one thing that when I saw you, because you do a lot of public speaking and a lot of coaching and such, I love the fact that you stand up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror and you say, today I choose happiness. It doesn't just happen. It's just not given to you. No. It's a choice. Yeah. So you've done all the facilitating for girlfriend getaways, and you've done them both in the mountains and in Calgary.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you try to bring together?
Well, one of the reasons I started the Girlfriends Getaway, both outside of the city and inside of the city, is that my one-on-one clients, I have a lot of resources. I'm a networker, I'm a connector.
We got a new word. Start our own dictionary.
Yeah, so I love to share my resources, and with one-on-one, it's great, but it doesn't get that out there. And so many of us wanted to get together, so I have done them outside. And what I found was recently, people aren't necessarily able to afford to get away for the weekend, or they can't necessarily have the time to get away for the weekend. So I bring women together in a one-day event, and I have different speakers, all kinds of different topics on health and wellness. And I've had a lot of women call me and say, I'd really like to go, but I don't have anybody to go with. So I say, don't worry about it. We'll make sure that we sit you with some people. Nice. And so you're meeting new people all the time. And actually, that's where you and Sean connected. Sean was one of my speakers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you and Sean, you guys met. How did you
Oh,
guys
we met at a
meet?
Starbucks.
At a Starbucks.
We met at a
in
Starbucks.
Line. Like it's
in line at a Starbucks.
Exactly.
And we just started talking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
but that comes to, don't be afraid to speak to somebody. And that's, I think, our fears of what other people are going to think of us tends to block our ability to make new connections. Because if you're feeling a little, outside, like, oh, I don't know anybody or anything, guaranteed the person next to you does, right? So that's a big one. The big thing for me is the most connected this world's ever been. It seems to be the most disconnected I've ever seen.
Well, Well, especially when you go out and people don't give you eye contact and they don't engage, and it's so interesting to really look somebody in the eye. And I always love the power of the hello. And I say, don't be afraid to say hello. Some of my closest girlfriends, I just knew of them and just picked up the phone and called them or emailed them and said, I'd just like to meet you. Could we just meet? And we met and hit it off. So don't ever underestimate that, saying hello to that person, you know, wherever you are.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That reaching out. You know, absolutely.
I had a gal, I was at a Starbucks. Gotta love Starbucks. Every story, it's like, it's no longer band camp, it's Starbucks once at Starbucks. So I was sitting there having tea, and this gal came in, older gal. And I just like, you tend to always kind of glance and see the people around you that are sitting down, or at least I do, I don't know. And I look up, she had the most incredible eyes, just like those eyes that they were rimmed, they were ringed, and they were almost two different colors. They were so green, it was incredible. And I stopped and looked, and so I had two choices. I could either A, say, wow, oh my God, your eyes are amazing, or I could wait and mention it to my girlfriend that I was having, and she was by herself. So I looked at her and I said, you have incredible eyes. And she stopped and looked at me, she goes, thank you. My husband used to say that to me all the time. So, but he passed away 9 months ago.
Oh, wow.
That happened to me a year ago, and has made a huge impact of just, you know, talking to people.
Well, I love that, because too, when we talk about happiness, two of the biggest things are gratitude and random acts of kindness. And a random act of kindness doesn't have to cost any money. And it could be simply giving a stranger a compliment. Try that and see what happens. That is just the best gift you can give somebody, is to say something that, because we all want to be seen. We want to know that we're mattered and seen and heard. And when a stranger says something to you like that, that is the best.
Absolutely. So you know what? Make sure you stop, talk to people, chat with them, acknowledge that they're there, they're present. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break, and be sure to check out our lovely sponsors.
Diva Salon Spa. 7 locations to serve Calgary. divasalonspa.com.
Welcome back. Well, that's pretty much it for the show today. We've got wicked desserts, and what an amazing, like, just the energy, everything for, and last night, obviously. And our blue. I know. Thank you so much, Lacey. So, you know, just one thing that we could leave with everybody for connecting with our girlfriends. Lacey, you're up.
You don't have to spend a lot of money. Quality time, you can do it at home. Movies, popcorn, tea, cake, right? It's
make time.
I like the escape. Go away, go do something. Go to a provincial park and walk around. Take a picnic and just go do something.
Bring your ice skates and come ice skating here at the Azuridge and have, because they've got their skating rink that's open soon.
It doesn't have to be a big time commitment. It could be, you know, a 20-minute morning coffee in your pajamas. Do you know what I mean? Get up and go to your best girlies and have a coffee.
Sleep in the nude?
Well, then put your house coat on.
Put your house coat on, or wrong pajamas. We will be doing the birthday suit with you. It's a little cold for that. So yeah, it's just all I can say is that give the gift of time.
Oh, beautiful.
Give the gift of time. Right now, in a world where we have so much accessibility that we forget that you have to actually put it out there. And if somebody's not calling you, it's not because they don't want to call you. There may be something blocking them. Give them a call.
Yep.
Give them a call. If you haven't heard from a girlfriend or a coworker that you're no longer a coworker with, give them a call. Write a letter. One thing that I learned from Clarence before is the old art of penning a letter to somebody. Even if it takes a week to get there, pen a letter and just let them know that somebody's thinking about them, because sometimes that makes a difference, huge difference. So, okay, ladies, we've got the carrot cake with the cinnamon ice cream.
So good.
I know.
We've got the gluten-free chocolate ganache cake.
I'm like, it's totally ready. I'm like,
The gluten-free chocolate.
And we've got, what was this again? This was a Canadian tiramisu.
With like a sponge-like honey.
Yeah, and with the tiramisu ice cream with all the booze in
and
it.
you guys made all this ice cream?
Yes, we did it all. We did everything this morning. Isn't it pretty?
So
beautiful. So grab your spoon. Yep. Grab your spoon. And remember, it's given the gift of time, and food is also a nice way to spend time with people.
Which one?
What are you gonna have? I want like a little bit of the
I'm going to have a
chocolate,
little bit
too.
of everything. You know what, guys? Thank you for joining us. Have an awesome time. Reconnect. Give the gift of time. Find your friends.
Get together.
Get together. Enjoy. See you next time.
It's so good to be home. I'm so glad to be back. There is no place I'd rather be, and that's a fact.
If you have a story suggestion or would like to be a guest on Kim's Kitchen, visit our website, kimskitchen.ca. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for our e-newsletter. Now go be awesome.
I've been away for much too long. I've had some fun, don't get me wrong. But after I've seen what there's to do, I'd rather be here with you